Hello there, Leo. My name's Frankie, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com. And I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. And I've been doing readings for 27 years now. And what I've done for us is I've laid 4 cards for the month, and this is for Leo for the month of December. God, Happy Thanksgiving. This is before Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas. December of 2016. And I've laid 4 cards and I'm going to use the bottom card on the deck for the overall view of the month. Now, I don't believe these cards are going to go week by week. I believe they'll probably blend in and out throughout the month for us. And we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to help us bring things together. And I had an announcement to make before I start the reading, and my husband has a new website. It's called megatoysplace.com. So go over there and buy all your Christmas toys. It's an Amazon affiliate, so you get to use all of your Prime membership and get all the sale prices and everything. So that's kind of cool. Anyhow, and since I'm not an astrologer, I looked up the astrology for us, and I thought this was kind of cool. Really, actually, because I'm an empath, so I have a speech pattern that I'll speak as if I'm you during this reading. So all Leos out there now are named Frankie, and all of this is in our 5th house. And when I was looking it up, it said the 5th house is Leo's house. So there you go. It's all in our house and must be our time. That kind of like works for me. Anyhow, it's creative activities, it's your children, it's educational matters, romantic, people that you're romantically attached to, all of your entertainment, recreation, I believe it was hobbies and things like that, and groups too, like social circles that you're affiliated with. And I got a few words for us before the reading, and they are understanding, communication, and education, which that 5th house thing was educational matters too. So it's looking like all of us Leos are going to get education. The other word that came this month was release. So there's certain things that we're going to release during this time. But it's quite interesting. We have 2 major arcana cards that came up during this reading, and this guy here seems to want to show up a lot lately for this month, and it's the death card. Now, Leo, we don't want to panic, because death does not mean death. It does not mean that God, spirit, whatever is killing us off. It just means that there's something or a portion of our lives this month that we are going to transform. It feels very strongly to me that this is something that we've either been thinking about for a long time, or that we are ready or willing or able to make a change. Because when the death card comes up, the word that goes with it is total transformation. So it would be that Spirit is asking us to go within, or to look around us and see belief systems, attitudes, things, people, situations, things like that, that are no longer agreeable. And we have other card in here actually that would put that in clear perspective. No longer agreeable to the person that we are now, or the person that we are wanting to become. So when I hold this card, that's how it feels. And what I've been noticing since it's come up so many times is this white rose here. And this white rose to me means purity or innocence. So it's innocence and purity within the intent that we're going to make this transformation with. Now, I do believe, because they're saying understanding, I do believe that in communication, that each of us, because we're individuals, so this could be going on like in our career path, it can be going on in our personal lives, it can be going on in our romantic life, it can be going on in our marriage. Each one of us, or a friendship, each one of us has a particular situation that these cards are going to deal with, because this is a general reading. But whatever that is, whatever we're removing ourselves as an individual or transforming as an individual, is going to be done this month. That's what it may have been something we were thinking of, or something that's been bothering us, whatever. It's going to transform. Because our next card here is the Empress. And Leo, these are my brand new cards. And for all of you that asked me, these are Morgan Greer tarot cards, and I just love them because they're all pretty and bright and colorful. And it's the first deck of cards I've ever bought for myself. And you wouldn't believe how many decks of cards I have here. But I thought they were really lovely. This Empress here, she to me is the almost like the nurturing card. So when she shows up like this in the upright position, it's showing me that that we're nurturing others through a situation that we are. It can be one person or one situation, where there is someone who is in need of us, but when it's upright, it means that we are perfectly capable of handling this. So that means that we have the energy, we have the capacity, we have the time to be able to be in service like this. So we have something that it's a total transformation of a particular. It could be a way of life, it could be a belief system, like I said. To me, and the Empress's fertility also. So if some of us Leos out there are going to want to get pregnant, this is a really good month to do it. And if you don't want to, this is a really good month to make sure you don't do it. So Leo, that's exactly what she means. But to me, when I'm holding her, she's like feels like rebirth within that capacity for nurturing. And Leos are very nurturing people. They're very loyal and trustworthy. And if they love you or they're going to help you, they are going to do it full out, because that's the way they operate. But we did get that word release in here also. And so it's showing me that maybe maybe there's too many, right, situations or things that are coming at us because of this next card at the exact same time. So, they're saying, even if I'm helping, or even if I'm helping or nurturing or serving, don't become involved, like, or overwhelmed by other people, like, to avoid it. If it is not to, I can't quite spit those words up. It's like, step up to the plate, Leo. Use your authority, use your leadership, use your drive. If this situation is another situation to handle or to work with, then allow them to do it themselves. Maybe talk them through, because Leos are excellent leaders. We're excellent leaders. We know how to step up to the plate with that position of authority. So perhaps maybe we want to talk them through how they do this themselves, if that's their responsibility. Because they're saying release too. They're saying we have capacity for this nurturing, but we're transforming or changing something in our lives this month. So we don't want to overstep that. You know, it's like step up to the plate, stand up, Leo, and if we do this right, you know, if we do this right, others step up to their positions within these circumstances where we're being the caregiver, because Leos will always step up to the plate and be a caregiver. But they're saying, guess what, Leo? When I'm holding this card, this is the Four of Cups, right? And a lot of times I touch this card and I think we have three cups there, and we're staring off into space and we have all these good things here, but I always see this cup, believe it or not, as a cup that God's giving us out of the clouds and saying, here, take this. In this case, this feels like it's time to step back, daydream, and take a breather. So that's exactly what it feels like to me. Like, this is the card that's putting us into a space where I finished it. I made it through all of whatever was going on last month, whatever's happening, and now I'm just gonna look. I think of it when I was touching this, and my husband calls it this all the time. It's like, just sit. I'll say, "What do you do?" And he'll say, "I'm sitting here looking stupid." He's staring at the TV. That's what this card feels like. It's like, oh, let me sit here, look stupid, take a breather, rest, relax, daydream. Um, you know, maybe they're saying rest, relax, daydream. So probably within the period of time with this, and we do take that little breather or whatever, it will give us that space to get more clear in our understanding and our communication, or and what it is that we need to bring this forward. Because like I said, Leo, this could be our personal relationship. This can be dealing with every single day, just nitty gritty details of life that they get so overwhelming we need a rest. Now they're telling us we're going to transform something, that we have capacity here for nurturing, but that can be ourselves too. And since Leos are nurturers by nature, maybe this Empress is showing up because they're saying nurture you too, right? And this is the card of just cut to the chase, back off for a minute, Leo. Take a breather. If it's somebody else's responsibility, allow them to handle it now. Because of that release word too. And the next card here is the King of Cups. Now, this can be male or female, because this is a general reading, and cups are water signs. So if it's a person, it could be, but doesn't necessarily have to be, because it's a general reading. They can be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And like I said, male or female. This is a very good, loyal, honest, trustworthy person, if it is a person, that stands by our side or has capacity to help us. Now, if it's a situation, or it can be someone that is, if we were going to get married, someone that we're in love with, or, you know, or a father figure, because this King of Cups can be like our father, or someone who acts like a father to us, or steps in to that position, or an older man, maybe a little older than us, that we're in love with. So this is a person that I believe is going to bring understanding to us, and is going to help us to make this transformation. So if it's not a boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage partner, friend type person in our life that we can discuss issues with, it would be a person that's really predisposed towards serving or helping us in some manner. Always think of the King of Cups as the fixer. If you need something fixed, call the King of Cups, right? But if it's a situation, let's say like a new job, career endeavor, something like that, we have the ability to do this transformation with the Death card. We have the capacity to nurture that job. We have the ability to step up into the leadership position. And the King of Cups means that it will work out perfectly fine if it's a situation that's around us. Like, this is the right way to go, Leo, and I know it. I've I just all of a sudden understood it because I took that daydreamy time to go do it. Now, the next card here is the one that kind of threw me off, and this young lady showed up in a lot of readings too this month, and it's the Eight of Swords. Can you see her? She's all tied up and blindfolded, and she has 8 swords around her, and there it looks like there's no way out. In my old cards, she was kind of loosely tied, and the the blindfold was hanging a little off of her face. And this one, it looks like somebody just tied her up there really tough. But when this Eight of Swords turns up, it's a situation. When I see the Two of Swords, right, it's a situation where you have to make a choice, but you're in complete denial about what is actually happening. When you see this Eight of Swords, it means you are totally conscious of everything that you have to do, but you're still in a, maybe there's a feeling of, I'm trapped in this situation. How do I get out? But I'm, like feeling like I'm trapped in it, but I know what it is. I consciously know what is opposing me, and maybe right now I can't quite make the step to get out of being trapped in the situation. So what was it that they said to us with this card here? I always think step backwards, Leo. Step out of those swords, you'll see they're in sand. So the choice, the ability, whatever, to do whatever it is that we have to do, remember the King of Cups is here. That means the situation is favorable towards us. No matter which way this is going, it's going to work out really good. So what they're saying is, they said it to me again, use, the best thing you can do is to exercise your authority and leadership this month. And actually, even though we're fire signs, we can be diplomatic if the talent is called for. That's the only way I know how to say it. If it is called for, so if there's something that, with this card here, that we need to assert our voice in, they're saying step up to the plate. You're entitled to fight for your rights. Okay? You should avoid at all costs not fighting for your rights. This feels like it's a really transformative month, and I believe that Leos have been going through an awful lot throughout this last year, and now it's that culmination. It's time for us to bring that understanding together and communicate the right feelings around it, and to like move forward with it once and for all. Like releasing what's not suitable for us, whether it's a belief system, no matter what it is, a person, a situation, and to come into harmony or balance with the next step of what it is we want. Because this blindfold, we really don't have it on. So that would be us fooling ourselves, and that's not something a Leo does very well. We don't do that, let me fool myself very well. Usually we know exactly where we're coming from because we're Leos. Let's see what these angel cards have to say. It's going to be pretty interesting. And if there's one thing I've noticed in my lot of years I've been here on the earth plane, is when we decide to make changes, usually others don't like them. So, Leo, this will be interesting because it's for our own self. Remember, they said educational matters were fifth house, but we were given the word education also. So, we must be going to educate ourselves about something. What did they just say to us? I can't really believe sometimes these angel cards. Really, I can't, because it's like, they just said it's time. It's been a tough year, and they're saying perfect timing, Leo. They crack me up. Can't tell you. It says, now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspiration. Those words, understanding, communication. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting you and your positive outcome. And the King of Cups is here supporting us in our positive outcome too, huh? Geez, now we really are in trouble, Leo. I opened it up to the right page, my little angel book. It says, this card means that you need to take certain steps before your prayer can be fully answered. The angels say that now is the perfect time to act. They will guide you along the way. Sometimes it's not so important how we approach the situation, but that we put energy, action, and intention into the manifesting of what we desire. Once we take the first step in the direction of our desired outcome, the universe then gives us additional help. And the additional meanings are: take the action now. The situation will work out well provided you don't delay. Make a decision. Any blocks in the past that because of time, any blocks in the past were because the timing was not right yet. But it is now, Leo. So, Leo, that's our reading for this month. And I want to tell all of you, thank you for all of your likes and shares and subscribes and your comments. I really appreciate your comments. A lot of times I don't get time enough to write back to them, but I read each and every single one, and I really enjoy them. And I want to tell you, thank you for all the time you spend here with me every single month. I appreciate that. And thank you to all of those of you that I've met through doing these YouTube videos. It's an honor to serve you, and it's been an honor to serve all the people that I have met through all these years of doing readings. And anybody, if you just want to know more about me, you can go to the website down below, and all the information's there. And if you want to set or schedule a time with me for an appointment, all of the information's at the website. So, Leo, hopefully I will see you back here in January. So, bye-bye for now.